Easily the most frequently asked question regarding what can be grown here in Phoenix, and the biggest myth is that bananas cannot be grown here. Bananas are super easy. A couple things that you need to remember growing them here in the Phoenix area. A, proper microclimate, meaning bananas are going to want afternoon shade the first summer. Afternoon in June, July means 10:30, 11:30 a.m. When bananas are young, they do not have thick skin, and they will burn. The sunburn will lead to rot, and eventually they die back. I learned this lesson last year because I had the banana inventory on the edge of the shade house and lost probably a good 50, 60 of them because they got sun scalded. Some of them did come back if you chop them down and wait for the root ball to put out a new pup. That does happen. But anyway, so afternoon shade the first summer. The second summer they'll be fine. The new pups will come up. They're better acclimated to the sun. They'll deal with it. Not an issue. It's also best for that reason to not skin them. I know some of you do not like to see the dried, dead skin on the trunks, but the reality is that protects the trunk from the sun. Leave the dead leaves on there also. Also, if you can give them a little bit of a windbreak, east side of the house, east side of larger things, trees, walls, that's good. Bananas do have large leaves, and they act as giant wind sails. When we get summer winds through here, it kind of shreds them. So if you want a pretty looking banana, try and place them where they're not going to get heavy wind. 3, do not let them freeze. We did have 6 nights of low 20s here, which is 10 degrees below freezing. These did burn back. 6, 7 weeks ago, these were toast. They were stumps. But we left them alone because we knew that they would come back as soon as it got hot, and that's what they've done. It's very easy to protect bananas. We've got a video deeper on the channel on how to do that, and we'll update that later this year. Bananas do not require any more water than the other plants. Everything here gets watered the same, which is next to nothing in winter, if at all. Moderate spring and fall, and then a good amount in the summer when we're over 100. We do have the water schedule on our website, Greenlife by SeamusO'Leary.com, on how and when and how much to water. Bananas are heavy feeders during the growing season, which is mid-March up through about beginning of November. A lot of organic material, manure, worm castings, compost, 12 to 18 inches thick layer of mulch. You can see the amount of mulch debris that we have here around the plants. Keeps the ground insulated, keeps the roots from drying out, decomposes, turns into food for the trees. They are always eating. Bananas are not pH sensitive, so you don't need to worry about that. You don't need to worry about RO water and sulfur, whatnot. Just a lot of organic material. Don't let them dry out completely. They do not want to sit in standing water very long. Clay and caliche is not good for them, so replace your soil with a nice well-draining soil, lava rock, sand, compost and mulch. Basically what we use in our planting soil here at Greenlife. Dwarf varieties will max out in the 6 to 7 foot neighborhood. Dwarf Namois, dwarf Puerto Rican plantain, dwarf Cavendish, Orinoco, 6, 7 foot. The other varieties, anywhere from 8 to 15 foot, depending on whether it's ice cream, Goldfinger, Matoke, Thousand Fingers, so on. You can container grow these, but they're going to require a 25-gallon size pot if you're going to keep them in a pot more than a year. They do need room to grow and put up some more pups. Bananas generally fruit in the 1 to 2 year of age neighborhood. It's usually the second summer is when you can expect to see a flower if they're healthy. Again, microclimate with these guys. You can see here they are on the west side and just underneath the canopy of a mesquite. Mesquite are perfect filtered sun trees. They're not too dense. They let through just enough light. The tropicals are happy with that. So the bananas are strategically placed here so they get some direct sun, maybe an hour or two in the morning, and the rest of the day it's a filtered sun behind the weeping mulberry, giant Burmese bamboo, and the tamarind. And the palms, of course, up overhead. Super easy to grow. Nothing says tropical like banana. Have these in your front yards. Guaranteed to be a good conversation piece. If you have any questions, please ask in our Facebook group, Living the Green Life, or on our Instagram page, Seamus_O'Leary_. Thank you and have a good night.